And coming up on STO Weather today, March 29th, 2022, before those severe thunderstorms, we are updating you with a slight risk for severe weather now. And that moderate risk to the south isn't impacting us, but has went up to the north a little bit, which concerns us a little bit out of Missouri, just for others that live outside of our coverage area. For Wednesday, for here at home in our coverage area, we are tracking that potential for damaging winds, and the isolated tornado threat has went up a bit. Can't be rolled out, but isn't high here. We'll time out city by city, 3 top cities in our viewing area, when they can expect it, and when one county will be expecting an isolated tornado threat. We'll also look at the severe weather outlook as well as futurecast to time this out, and as well as a new wind advisory that has been issued in our coverage area to the east of St. Louis from 9 a.m. tomorrow to 7 p.m. Wednesday for strong gusts, which are non-storm winds up to 45 miles per hour. We'll also look at the 5-day forecast to time out how the rest of the week looks like. All of that coming up right now as we are keeping you updated before the storms hit. Like I said, we would go on if the weather conditions for tomorrow look a little bit worse and if a slight risk comes out for St. Louis. So that is exactly what we're doing. All of that coming up right now. And this is meteorologist Alvin Kamau. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Tuesday. Now, of course, we had some spot showers today, but that wasn't on top of the severe weather. Yesterday in the previous video, I talked to you guys about how we were going to have a marginal risk for severe weather on Wednesday. Now we have a slight risk of severe weather. As I will show you the severe weather outlook, it's a lot to take in. Not about the moderate risk, which wouldn't be impacting us, but how that severe weather risk continues to increase and the timing for this. I also have one county that I'm concerned about for an isolated tornado threat, and I'll talk to you about that. Now, I want to go on right now to talk to you guys about the main threat of severe weather and the time frame for all of this, just in case I do not go on. But I will be on Twitter literally throughout the morning hours to keep you up to date on the latest warnings if I'm not able to come on here right away. Because I already know I have to keep uploading videos to keep sending you the information, because I'm still trying to enable my live streaming, which is a bummer because live streaming would make it a lot more easier than sending all of these videos to your phone. I need you to follow me on Twitter, and if you do not have Twitter, just click on that link. You'll still be able to get the latest information. You'll just have to check, look out your window, you see some dark clouds coming in, and then check Twitter and you'll see I'm covering that exact same storm. And so Twitter is the place where I'm on almost all the time. I've been retweeting tweets throughout the afternoon. Thank you for everyone who has been liking them. I've seen some likes from that. And if you have anything to comment about, please let me know and I'll answer your question. Here's the severe weather potential timeline, which I have a better look at that in this next slide, which I use to forecast. Herman and Rolla, expect your storms in our coverage area, especially Bowling Green and Troy and those areas over there, to move in from 6 to 10 a.m. tomorrow. Now again, the main threat with this is 65 to 70 mile per hour winds. Now tomorrow we'll have some gust of winds, non-storm winds up to 45 miles per hour in our eastern counties. Even though it'll be windy in St. Louis, right now it looks like the wind advisory is in our eastern counties. Won't be surprised if they extend it back to the west, which I'll have an update on that on my Twitter page tomorrow morning. So again, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., that is when we're expecting that severe weather. Main threat, damaging winds, 65 to 70 miles per hour. And within this, although the ingredients aren't there, I'm kind of concerned that they are going to continue to bring up this risk for severe weather up. But as of right now, it looks like we're in a slight risk, so an isolated tornado can't be rolled out. Now, since these storms are coming at a time where we may not get the best, severe weather potential, people could be asking if they would bring enhanced risk in St. Louis. I don't think that's going to happen. It isn't zero, but it's low for them to bring this up to enhanced risk. And even if they did, then that would increase the tornado risk. But since we're in a slight risk, you can see it's just an isolated tornado and damaging winds which are expected. Now, as that line continues to move towards the St. Louis area, places like Farmington, Litchfield, and St. Louis, expect those storms to move in from 10 to 2 o'clock. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then in our eastern counties, Perryville, you're included in our coverage area. Effingham, you were removed from our coverage area. But we have Flora and all of Mount Vernon. We have them 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. for this severe weather. And so now I want to go over a timeline in 3 of our counties. I know if your county wasn't picked, the next time we have a severe weather event, there'll be different counties. But I want to really pinpoint some areas that I'm concerned about a little bit. And it's really Perryville, Missouri, where I'm like, oh my goodness, you're so close to the enhanced risk, where we can't roll out an isolated tornado. So this is what it looks like. So there's flood, hail, wind, tornado, and all, and there's none. The white is none, the orange is wind, and the red, which you see right by Perryville, is a tornado risk. And then I have all of the time frames here. So from 8 to 10 a.m., don't expect so much. From 10 a.m. to 12 o'clock, yeah, they're moving into our western counties, but I don't expect this to move into St. Louis until 12 to 2 p.m. So this is going to start moving into St. Louis from 12 to 2 p.m. And I know I was blocking some stuff in yesterday's video, so if you're not able to see this, probably you are. It's St. Louis, Herman, and Perryville. So 12 to 2 p.m. expect wind for St. Louis, and then it starts moving to the east. No severe weather is expected after that. In Herman, Missouri, I'm expecting your storms to move in time frame from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Main threat would be wind, and then no more severe weather for you in our coverage area later on tomorrow into the afternoon. Now Perryville, these storms are going to start moving in a little bit later, and I have your time frame from 2 to 4 p.m. Right in between this time frame is when the storms are going to hit you. Now I have a wind threat, but since you're so close to that enhanced risk and just a couple of miles away, we're talking about even exiting Missouri, we have a moderate risk, although I'm not worried about that moderate risk at this point. You're so close to the enhanced risk, I'm just bringing a tornado risk. Does that mean a tornado warning will be popped up for your area? No. But around or to the south, there will be numerous tornado warnings to the south of you tomorrow, where that enhanced risk is. An enhanced risk and then a moderate risk basically means several tornadoes are possible. So the tornado threat is still low in Perryville, but I feel like the tornado fuel as you head south becomes more, greater, and so wind and isolated tornado threat isn't out of the question for places of Perryville or parts to the south. So just to take alert that you have one more thing to watch for, but if it doesn't hit you, it's likely to your south. Just a heads up, because you're very close to that enhanced risk that was put out by the Storm Prediction Center. Now I know I keep saying this, so let's show you why I keep talking about this, and we're going to look at the severe weather outlook. So here's the severe weather outlook as you guys are continuing to watch this premiere. We're at 8 minutes and 39 seconds. You can see now we have our moderate risk, and now it has actually extended into places like Memphis, Mobile, Alabama, Jackson, Tuscaloosa. That is all out of our coverage area, not even near our coverage area. And so basically St. Louis, you can see, with the area population of 16 million in all of these counties, you can see we're expecting about, a slight risk of severe weather. So yesterday we were in the marginal risk. Now Bowling Green, people right here in our western counties, this includes you in Herman, you're in the marginal risk. Won't be surprised if they extend that slight risk to the northwest. But again, the more they move this severe risk to the north, and the more that slight risk moves to the north, the more that enhanced risk moves to the north. And like I said, if they did that, we would go on, and I was concerned that that would happen. Now, if you see, Perryville is this small city over here, and because they're so close to that enhanced tornado risk and enhanced wind threat, I won't be surprised if it's just outside of Perryville where they could get an isolated tornadic cell that develops. That's why I put that tornado risk for Perryville, not just for Perryville, but points to the south. So this is a concerning threat as it continues to increase, and if the threat goes up, I will continue to keep you updated on my Twitter page. Now, for those who are wondering if I'm going to be doing coverage over this, I may do coverage over this, but depending on the time I wake up and it just passes St. Louis, guess what? I'll be posting on my Twitter page, keeping you guys updated. So if I don't post on here, probably I'm pretty busy in the morning doing stuff. Please follow me on Twitter, and I will continue to do my storm alert coverage there. Now, the tornado threat has went up. We're at a 5% chance, which is a torcon from the Weather Channel of a 30% chance of a tornado. So that means that a tornado watch is possible, but isn't there. Really likely. Now I want to show you something. I don't think a tornado watch is likely for tomorrow. I think it's more of a severe thunderstorm watch, because in Kansas City they're under a slight risk of severe weather and they're under a severe thunderstorm watch. So I think if there will be any watch that is issued, probably likely a severe thunderstorm watch at this time, the way that the outlook is put. So a tornado threat has went up, but the main threat from this, and especially why that moderate risk moved to the north and enhanced risk to the north, is that wind threat. But it can't roll out an isolated tornado, and hail is extremely low. You can even see there's no, the moderate risk that is in the south isn't even enhancing the hail threat. The hail threat is extremely low. So since the tornado threat is just increased a little bit but still low, I would say the main threats are damaging winds, but you can't roll out an isolated tornado, because it looked like in yesterday's video the storms would hold on to their strength, but it looks like they're gonna, from Kansas City all the way to St. Louis as they continue to move in, it doesn't look like they're going to weaken. It looks like they're just gonna hold themselves together as it moves towards the St. Louis area, and that is concerning for the south as well. So that was the severe weather outlook. Now we're gonna look at Futurecast, and the next slide shows you that we're gonna look at Futurecast to time this out. So here's Futurecast. This is how the radar would look like. Not exactly, but almost there. And you can see right here as it continues to move towards the Kansas City area around 8 p.m. It continues to move in. Here's 11 o'clock. You can see how it wants to move into the Columbia area. Now, the radar doesn't do a good job of looking like it would hold itself together, but as we head towards 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I'm believing that these storms would hold their strength. Now, as we head towards the morning, it will start moving in our southern counties before that additional line that is right here starts to move into St. Louis as we head towards midday, and then in the afternoon you can see places like Perryville between that 2 and 4 o'clock range will start moving to the east before leaving our entire coverage area in the evening. So this is a severe weather potential that we gotta watch very carefully, and I'll be here to keep you updated throughout this. Make sure you share this video out. I already know I put a video out yesterday, but when you have increasing threats of tornadic weather or severe weather, you have to go on no matter if you posted a video yesterday on your Facebook page. Now the wind forecast, it's there again. Like I said, we were going to talk about this. The wind advisory is from 9 a.m. to 7 o'clock. This is not with the thunderstorms, because you'll go like, hey, then St. Louis, lesser threat. This is non-thunderstorm winds just by itself. Winds could top out around 45 miles per hour. But here in St. Louis, I won't be surprised if they extend it to the west. Now looking at your 5-day forecast, I know there's still a lot of adjustments, so I can make it the 7-day forecast, but since I'm going on, I'll do a 5-day outlook. Tomorrow, we're expecting a high of 70 with a low of 40 with those rain and storms. We'll have those windy conditions, but those also continue into Thursday. It looks like it is way cooler, 48 degrees with a low of 33. Friday, partly cloudy, a high of 57 with a low of 40. And then showers look like possible as we head towards Saturday. 59 degrees with a low of 38. Won't surprised if we hit 60, but with those clouds and rain, it looks like we'll just miss the shot of hitting 60 degrees. Now Sunday, it looks partly cloudy with a high of 62 and a low of 43. So adjusted numbers as we adjusted the numbers from yesterday, but it looks like we won't hit 60 as we head towards Saturday. Won't be surprised, just in case you don't get any rain, you probably will hit 60 degrees. Again, these temperatures would vary higher or lower, so make sure you check with your local news. And again, these are non-copyright used. Is an area where you can even buy these or you can create your own. These are some wonderful new graphics here that I have, and I'll continue to update them. Again, on the latest updates on weather, please follow me on my Twitter page. I know I've been on for a little longer than usual on this premiere, but please share this. We'll have those lines of storms again. Looking at this slide for St. Louis, you're going to start getting those storms moving in places like St. Charles. This is for you as well. 12 to 2 p.m. for St. Louis, Herman 8 to 10 a.m. and that 2 to 4 o'clock time frame. Wind is the main threat. 65 to 70 mile per hour winds, but we can't roll out an isolated tornado. I'll be here on STO Weather to keep you posted, but other than that, if I accidentally don't go on for some reasons, technical difficulties, I will be posting throughout the night, also throughout the entire day until these storms leave our coverage area tomorrow with my extended coverage right here on STO Weather, if not just on my Twitter page. Thank you for joining. If I do not upload again, have a great rest of your week, but I may. So until then, we will see you right back here as we head towards the next several days. Until then, again, as I'm leaving you with that outlook and threats by the hour for tomorrow, I know I said today, those are tomorrow's threats for severe weather. We will continue to keep an eye on it, and if there are any watches, I'll have it on my Twitter page. Thank you for joining us on this 16-minute video. Alright, so